Ladies and gents, in case you weren't aware, there's a new AI agent designed specifically for e-commerce production. It transforms a single product photo into a complete set of campaign assets. And at the moment, every preset is actually entirely free. So let me show you exactly how it works. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'd like to introduce you to what's known as Invideo. Now, they offer something that's truly unique, especially when compared to any other sort of platform. They have what's called Advertising Studio. So I'm going to explain what it is and how you can actually access it, alright? So if we take a look here, you lot can see, obviously we've logged in, which you'll need to do by using the links in the description. Once you reach the dashboard, you'll see right here, we've got what's known as Advertising Studio, right here, just below those little prompts, which we'll discuss in a few moments. Alright, but if you click on it, you'll see it takes you straight down to what's called Advertising Studio. So this is an AI agent specifically designed to handle e-commerce product photography and campaign production for marketing agencies and brands. So once again, all you need to do is sign up, log in, and you'll be able to click that button that says Advertising Studio. Boom. Or if you prefer, you can scroll down to Agents and to Models. Okay, pretty easy and straightforward. So this is an AI agent built for e-commerce products. Photography and campaign production, as mentioned, is designed for marketing agencies, Amazon sellers, Shopify brands, and anyone who needs production-ready campaign assets at scale. Now, the agent, if you're not aware, is powered by the Creative Director agent, built on Nano Banana 2. So we're talking about the world's most powerful image model. Alright. So you'll see we can actually browse through here. Right, obviously you're probably intrigued by all these little videos, but they're very important. Alright, so technically this is a preset gallery and you've got a lot of different options, and I'll show you how these work here in just a few moments. But for example, we have what's known as the Amazon listing pipeline. They have what's known as the 360 product video, which is actually pretty cool. They've got catalogue photography as well, which is very important. Okay, they've got what's known as a hero shot, and they even have what's called thematic photography. Alright, not only that, but they've got different variations. So we're talking about A and B, alright? And then they've even got mock-ups, so there's a lot more. You lot. So each preset is essentially a briefing format for a specific purpose. E-commerce deliverable. Alright, so what we're going to do here is actually go ahead and select some presets. Okay, we'll be able to upload our product photo and we'll be able to write a brief in natural language. And then we'll be able to hit what's known as generate. Alright, so you're more than welcome to scroll through here and check out everything they've got to offer. So in this case, we're going to go back to our little prompt. And you'll see right here, we'll be able to get started easily. Alright, so we're going to click right here, once again, Advertising Studio. We're going to scroll down. We're going to select Catalogue Photography. We're actually going to go ahead and click on New. You can name it whatever you like. So in this case, we're going to do something like a black matte water bottle. Alright, that's what we're going to choose. Alright, very quick and simple. We're going to go to Create Project. And you'll see right here, we've got this little prompt, yeah? You'll be able to put whatever you like here. In this case, we're going to do a premium water bottle, 25 to 40. Alright, now right here, you'll be able to select an image. So technically, I already have one. I've got a little screenshot that I took. And you'll see it's going to pop up here in just a few seconds. And then we'll be able to click on Generate. So you can see that, yeah? Now you'll see down below, once again, we've got our trend. We're choosing catalogue photography. You can even choose. We've got video, image, audio, and agents. Right, so in this case, we could do something like the Nano Banana as well, which we sort of touched on briefly. We can click right here to generate, alright? So you'll see right here, pretty easy and straightforward after this one. Right, we can actually use the same water bottle, but we're actually going to be trying something different. We're going to do a hero shot after this. I just sort of want to see what it looked like. Right. So we've got our exact comms. Not only that, you can see right here, we've got a little picture. All right. So there it is, everyone. Right. That's pretty much exactly what we put in. Right. So that looks really good. I'm not going to lie. That looks really, really, really cool. All right. So I do like that. All right. So let's use the exact same water bottle as mentioned. But in this case, we're going to do a campaign. Hero shot for the same water bottle. All right. So in this case, once again, you'll be able to choose a trend. Really, you can see how I'm doing it this time. Right. From that little project section we're currently in. So we're going to do what's called the hero shot, as mentioned. All right. So we're going to do this one. Let's just see what it comes up with. Right. Actually, we could choose the nano banana as well, which I've already, sort of skipped past. But that's fine. We'll see. We'll actually see if there's any sort of difference there. I'm a bit curious. Now, after this, we're actually going to be using the same water bottle again. And then we're actually going to do a mock-up. Yeah. Let's give it a go. All right. So you lot can see right here. We've got two of them running at the moment. One of them has their Nano Banana 2, and the other one currently doesn't say anything. Just a bit curious to see if it's going to show any sort of difference. So the Nano Banana 2 definitely appeared pretty quickly here. So that actually does look pretty cool. We've got some droplets right there. I like the background. This looks brilliant, you lot. All right. So let's go ahead and get our next one ready, as this one's currently, downloading, uploading, whatever you want to call it. We had a clean e-commerce mock-up for the water bottle displayed. Upright on a white marble surface, soft natural light, no distracting props, ready for a Shopify product page and Amazon listing. That's what we're going to do. All right. We're actually going to go ahead and do our next trend. As mentioned, this is just going to be like a mock-up generator. We've actually got a mock-up generator, and we've even got a mock-up billboard, right? So let's do a mock-up generator. That's what we're going to choose. All right. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, all of these presets are actually completely free to try right now on Invideo. The links, well, they're in the description. You don't need a subscription at all. You don't need a studio, just a product photo and a brief. That's it. So you lot can see that this one's still currently going. Rather curious to see exactly what's going to happen here. But I want you lot to understand that typically most AI tools, or let's say most AI image tools, the ones that actually give you a prompt box, you have to be the creative director yourself. It's very important you understand that, right? So Advertising Studio is a little bit different, isn't it? It's a creative director agent that's built in. It interprets your brief and makes the creative art direction decisions for that specific format, right? And not only that, you lot, it actually executes everything in one go, right? So you don't prompt it, you brief it. You heard that, didn't you, you lot? So there's a fundamental difference between describing what you actually want to see and briefing an agent on what you need to achieve, right? So it does everything for you, which is actually pretty cool. So once again, you'll be able to select a preset. You'll be able to upload your product photo, give instructions in natural language, and the agent takes care of everything else on its own, right? Which is actually pretty cool. All right. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, we've decided to go ahead and wrap things up. We're going to create our final image. We're going to do a mock-up, right? Mock-up generator is actually what we're choosing here, right? So we can actually click generate. And to be honest with you, I actually clicked it quite a few times. You lot can actually see, here is our other picture for our dramatic cinematic product, the hero shot, right? Which is actually pretty cool. So you can see that right here, all right? So I suppose the issue is that I actually clicked the nano banana for this one here, which just gave us an image. Right. So this one actually gave us an overall picture. All right. So let's go ahead and just sort of go through this again. You lot can see right here, we've got the mock-up generator currently working. We've got a whole load of other photos, but I'm just a bit curious now because I want to go ahead and see what's going to happen here. So with our first little prompt that we actually chose, let's do it again. But in this case, let's not put anything on it. Like no nano banana, nothing at all, right? Just a bit curious to see what's going to happen here. Let's do the catalogue once again. Let's choose that. There we go. All right. And we're going to click right here, generate. Actually, let's try that again here. We've got to put something. We've got to select it first, then generate. Okay. So there we go. All right. So it should go ahead and start. So as you can see, it's easy and straightforward. Once again, I mean, this stuff uploads super quickly, which is actually really cool. Okay, so while that's going on, I want you to understand, once again, we've got loads of different options here. Okay, so technically, the full preset range, or what's currently available, includes things like the Amazon listing pipeline. So technically, that's it. A plus content, which is a primary image and secondary images, each with a different creative direction, all built to Amazon's exact format specifications. Right. We've even got things like the 360 product video. Alright, we're talking about a rotating product video generated from a single still photo, ready for Amazon listing slots and Shopify product pages, which is very important. We've even got the catalog one that we did. Let's actually go ahead and see what we've got there. Just a bit curious if anything's popped up here. Another e-commerce one there. Let's see if we've got anything else really quickly. Alright, still taking its time, eh? But we do have the catalog, which we're working on right now, yeah. So the catalog one, which is actually pretty cool. But I want you lot to talk about it. I mean, you need to understand this. This is all about aspirational, editorial quality lifestyle shots that look like a professional photo shoot, alright? Which is actually brilliant. Alright. Then once again, we've got the hero shops. Alright. So the hero shop, pretty impressive. You lot sort of saw that. A single high-impact campaign-defining image created for home pages, press, and paid socials. They've even got the thematic ones. We're talking about photography here, which is actually pretty cool. So with the A to B variations, right, so multiple distinct visual styles from the same product photo. It's ready for split testing. And then obviously we've got the mock-ups, yeah? There are two different ones here. Alright, so we've got generator and billboard. Alright. So obviously you lot do a bit of product placement. I mean, in, say, contextual scenes, shelf displays, lifestyle settings, e-commerce layouts, and more. Alright, so let's go ahead and have a look here. Alright, there's our photography. So you lot can see it's a little bit different here. Okay, so there we are. There's our little bit of photography. Alright, so I like that. Alright, so actually it looks pretty cool. Alright, that's brilliant. Right, so I sort of took out the nano banana and you lot can see how it looks. So there are all the pictures we've generated just from this photo we've got. Right, which is actually pretty brilliant. Alright, so once you lot understand, I mean, you're probably thinking, who is this for? Well, listen, this is for loads of different people. We're talking about Amazon and Shopify sellers, which is actually pretty brilliant. Not only that, but we're talking about those who actually need listing assets at scale, with a cost per shoot. Alright. Large marketing agencies. Okay, which are very important. We're talking about agencies that are managing multiple brand accounts and need consistent, high-volume output. And then we've even got brands that currently outsource their product photography and want to actually bring production in-house. This is perfect. We've even got dropshippers who actually need a differentiated visual identity. Alright, from the same supplier, photos that every other seller is actually using. Right, so that's actually very important. Okay, I need you lot to understand that. Alright? So anyway, you lot, we're talking about this right here, you know. I mean, it's brilliant. Right, it's brilliant. It's cool. You can see exactly how it works. Alright. Advertising Studio. Right. It's production, infrastructure, AI agents, alright? Not a one-off tool, but something brands and agencies are building. It's part of their workflow. Now, they'll have a compounding production advantage over those still running the traditional chain, alright? So it's really important you lot understand. So, you lot, Advertising Studio is completely free to try right now on Invideo. Every preset, full quality, no strings attached. The links, once again, are in the description. Upload your product photo, brief the creative director agent, and see what your campaign looks like, literally within minutes. And if you're serious about scaling up your production, their paid plans unlock over 80 image and video models with a higher creative limit. You heard that right, Yuval? So make sure, once again, to check out the description and the links. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to leave a comment to let us know what you think. Alright, we'll see you in the next one.